Hello, Chrissy here. I'm here today to share with you my just finished nature journal. I'm very excited about this. I like to have a journal that I use to write things down that I observe in my garden. Lots of bird life, and I write little articles and things about what's going on. I had one, this was the one that I have finished now, and it's become quite chunky, and I'll just show you I do use it. I've journaled lots and lots in here. I add pictures and quotes, lots of things that I see in the garden. Just love writing about it, and also going back over it, take little photos of things. I just find it a nice thing to do. I enjoy it, and sometimes when I pick up my pen to write, for some reason it just seems to flow. So birds I've seen in the garden, so yes, lots of things in there. And so that one's finished now, and I needed another one, so this is what I've come up with for this current one. This is an image from the internet, very old, and it's got a date on it, but I liked it because it says here, haunts and habits of the feathered architects and their times and modes of building. And we do observe a lot of nesting and things in our garden, so this just seemed very appropriate. So what I've done is glossy accent the eggs, and I've coated it with something to make it stronger. The book is bound with the Coptic stitch, which I learnt from Marion Smith. You can find that on her channel, and I love the rustic look that binding gives. Gives a really old look. The back, I've used that paper, I think it's a Seven Gypsies paper. I've put a closure on here with some beads that I've strung onto elastic, and just for something on the side I've got a little bird charm and a nest that I made. I don't like too much hanging off them, it just makes them a little bit too difficult, so I'll show you inside. There's a lot of journaling space in this book. It's a lot of blank pages, because as you can see from my other one, I do a lot of writing. So and the other things I've used in the book are mainly things that, some of them are downloads that I've bought, Marion Smith, and I can't remember what else, and lots of things from the internet that I've found on Pinterest, etc. So here we go. I've used a lot of my coffee stain pages in this, and it's very rustic. Just if you watch my channel, you know that's the look I like. So I've done some stamping. I have used a bit of colour in the book. It's not all vintage. I've done a lot of stamping. I think I just said that, didn't I? I got distracted then from my husband walking past. He's doing something here. Lots of plain pages. This is an old diary, that I've just... A lot of these I'll stick pictures on, so it didn't really matter that they were old. This page here I've done some stitching on, made a little pocket out of dictionary paper, little seed packet. This is one that my friend Kimmy B sent me, and I've stuck a seed label on it and just a little card inside it. Doily. These are some very old cards of New Zealand birds. And something to write on there. Washi tape. Stamping. This is Seven Gypsies paper. Just some ephemera. I love I don't know what it is about us crafters that love the sound of paper and glass, the little bags. I've got one of those further over, but it's just, I don't know what it is in our makeup that likes it. It makes us like that sound. And another thing I think might be a wee bit weird, I love the sound of scissors cutting through card. It's just something about that sound. And here I've stitched around this one. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Some washi. Some of these you'll recognise as Marianne Smith's down one of her journals, I can't remember which. My dog is a big part of my garden, so here's a paw print stamp and paw print washi. And these are some free downloads from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and I used my Tim Holtz stencil stamp quite a bit throughout the book. I liked this page here. It was, I don't know what it's from, but it's about bird watching, and I've just used that. Bird population and number of times seen, etc. Just lots, as I said, lots of journaling pages. These are from that old dictionary, and it is an old one, but I stick photos and quotes and bits and pieces on those. There's another one of Ephemera's Garden. Cute cards. It's a sort of a vellum there that I've used. Made a little pocket down here, just a couple of cards. I write on the back of the cards. There's that rose again. Isn't it lovely? These were downloads from the internet, I don't know, but I just sized them small and put them in there. I thought they were pretty. So it's not totally all dark vintagey colours. I've got some bright colours in it. That was a tear in the page, so I just stuck some washi over there. Seed packet cards. And there's the other side of that bag with more of those little cards in it. That's Seven Gypsies paper. Did a bit of random stitching here and there. Another one of Kimmy's lovely seed packets. And I've just stuck that behind it. That's another Tim Holtz stencil. I love that. That was off Pinterest, I think. Just a bit of old book paper. Sorry, I hope I'm not boring you. Another little thing. That's one of my grungy things I showed recently, just some tickets in there, and I've used my tiny attacher and stapled that on there. That's all that is, and it's a tuck spot. stamping, and I've just used my gel pens to highlight that. Little, oh, I don't know what to call it, a seed packet maybe. Another ephemera card in there. Little bird paper clip. It's more of those. Made a pocket there. Two lovely downloads from Pinterest, I think I found those ones. More stamping, lots of pages. A pocket, I've just used my stapler and stapled it. Another little journaling tag. What's that? Another one of those New Zealand, that's very old actually, I've had those for many years. Something I'd cut out. Another tag. Stamping. That page is very white. I might need a bit more inking. That was 7 Gypsies. And that's the back. And that's how I've attached this elastic. Just like that. So that is my nature journal, and I will enjoy using that. So the cover I've used, it was just 2 pieces of carton, cereal carton or something like that I've glued together and stained with inks. So I did have fun making that book, and I'm really looking forward to using it because we have a lot of activity in the garden at the moment going on with the birds being spring here in Australia, and so I've got lots I can write about. So once again, thank you very much for joining me, letting me share this with you. Thank you for your lovely messages, I truly appreciate them, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. Bye.